As mentioned in a previous video, I recently became an Evernote user, and as I get more acquainted with the tool, I'll be putting out videos on some of the functionality available within the application. In this video, we're going to discuss everything related to notes and note taking in the application so you can become more familiar with its functionality. So, without further ado, let's get started. So let's start by going into our notebooks. I'm going to go into the testing notebook, and then I'm going to click the create new note button to create a new note inside this notebook. Once I do that, that opens up the note workspace, and I'm going to click on the two arrows here on the top left to expand the note so that I can work on it on a full screen view. So once we are inside our note workspace, let's go ahead and go to the top right to the more actions menu, and let's scroll down until we see the note info, and let's open that up. Alternatively, if you are on Windows, you can hit Ctrl-Shift-I and you'll get that same window to pop up. Here on the note information, you get kind of a quick overview of the note. If you have a title already, you'll see the title displayed here. If not, you can add a title. You'll also see the notebook that the note is located in. You can add a tag if you need to the note from here. You can see and edit the created date and time of the note. You'll see the updated date and time as a read-only field. You can edit the author or authors of the note, and you can also add a URL. If, for example, you're taking notes on a specific article, then you can insert that URL here. Or if you use the web clip functionality of Evernote, then that will automatically add a URL from whatever website you are clipping from to this field right here. We also have the size here and word and character count of our notes, and we can also see the note history if there is any for that specific note. So continuing with kind of high level or overview note functionalities, we also have here down below our tags. So if you recall, we have just added a tag directly from the notes info screen. If I need to add another tag, I can do so from here. And I can also add a reminder here on the bottom left. So let's say that I want to be reminded about this note here in a few minutes. And click on add reminder, and I'll get a notification here in a few minutes to come back and work or edit this note. Some other things that I want to highlight here is as long as you have not typed anything in the body of the note, you'll see the option here to add a template. So templates are just predefined structures that are preloaded in Evernote for you to use. You can head on over here to the template gallery, and you can see, for example, if you are creating a note for life purposes or for school, maybe for work, you can select from the available templates. So let's say that you're working on a strategic plan. So I'm going to select the strategic planning template, and that just kind of pre-populates the note with a specific structure and text boxes and tables so that I can just fill out the appropriate sections. I'm going to click undo. Notice how when I open the gallery, I can also head over to my templates. And if I have any templates saved, I can load those from this screen. To save a template, you would simply create the structure in a note, and then you would head on over to the more actions menu and click on save as template. Right now, I don't have any headings, which is why it's not giving me that option, but let's insert some headings just to give you an idea. So let's say that I do heading 1, heading 2. Now, if I go to the more actions menu, I can save this structure as a template, and I'll be available to use it in any new notes moving forward. Now let's talk about some of the main entities that you can add to a note, and you can do so from this drop-down menu on the top left. As you can see here, these are all the entities that we can add to a specific note, or if you press the /, you can also pull up the same menu and add them from here. But let's go through each one of these. so that we can see what they're about. So let's start with a new linked note. This, when I press on it, just creates a new note that is now linked to the note that we were just working on. So let's say linked note 1. This is a linked note. Then I'm going to go back to my testing notebook. You should know that there will be a backlink here. It just, for whatever reason, it takes a minute for the backlink to appear, but there will be a backlink here so that you can just click on it and go back to the original note that we were just working on. So once I go back to the note that we were just working on, I see here that now there's a linked note. It still shows as untitled. It will refresh here in a few minutes, and it should say the title of the note. And I can always click on preview, and it'll give me a preview of what's inside that note. Actually, let me see if it'll refresh. Let me click on another notebook, the inbox notebook. And let's go back to testing. There it is. So now you see here, linked note 1. So we see the title of the linked note. We can see a preview. We want to get rid of the preview. We can just see the title. I can open the linked note from here. And I see it here, linked note 1. And like I said, for whatever reason, I don't see a backlink to it yet, but there should be a backlink that points to this node so that you can go back and forth between linked nodes. So anyways, that is adding a new linked node. Next, you can also add tasks. I'll make a whole video, a separate video on tasks in Evernote. But tasks are just basically like to-dos that you can add to your notes in Evernote, and you can set a due date, reminders, flag them as for importance or priority, and then assign it to other users if needed. You can insert tasks. You can insert also calendar events. So you can also insert calendar events. So for example, if the specific notes you're taking refer to an event that you have in your calendar, you can always select that event and insert it. That way you can reference it from here from this note. You can also add links from any website. You can link an existing note. So with this first option, we're creating a new note, a new linked note. With this one, we're simply referring to a node that's already existing in your Evernote account. You can also insert a table, which is useful if you keep track of certain things in this format. Dividers, that just kind of inserts a lines for you to divide your pages in different sections. Attachments, pretty self-explanatory. If you have files that you wish to store in Evernote, you can add those. Images, same thing. Quotes, just kind of gives you a format for you to type a quote in your notes. Oops. Checkbox, I really like this feature. It's not really a task because you cannot assign a due date to these check boxes, but it does let you cross off things as you complete them. So if you don't want to make a task necessarily, but you want to have a checklist in your notes, then you can use the checkbox option. Table of contents, if you insert a table of contents from here, all it does is it takes the headings that you have in your current note and then creates links for them. So let's say that this page starts getting very long with multiple headings, and you can insert a table of contents at the very top, and you can just simply click on these links and it'll take you to the appropriate section. Audio recording, this is something that's semi-new. You can, record a voice note and add it to your notes. Code block for any programmers that if you want to insert a specific code, you can type that here and then choose the format that you wish to quote on. So, right, start typing. The sketch, this one I really like. So it just opens up a board, and then you have kind of pen, highlighters, pencils, etc. And you can kind of just draw and change the colors and the thickness of the lines. You can sketch whatever you need to once you click done. You'll just add the sketch to your notes. So that is sketch, current date, and current time, self-explanatory. If I click on that, it'll just insert the current date. Same thing for current time. And then Google Drive, it just connects to your Google Drive account, and you can add files from there to your notes. So those are all the entities that you can add to a specific note, and these items are probably what you'll be using the most when working inside Evernote. Other than those entities, we can go over the rest of the menu here at the top. Here with these two buttons, you can add a task or insert a calendar event. So similar thing that you can do here with these two entities. Next to that, you have your undo and your redo buttons. You then have this AI edit option. I'll make a video specifically on AI capabilities within Evernote, so I'll skip that for now. Then you can change the type of text, so from normal text into a large header, medium, or small header. You also have the option to change the font size, font color, and then the kind of font formatting options that we are very accustomed to. So bold, italics, underline, highlight, text, a bullet list, number list, a checklist, which again, this is the same thing as inserting a checkbox. So similar thing. You can also add a link from here, align your text, indent, outdent, then you have your strike through, your subscript or superscript, sorry, and then your subscript. Here in the more section, this is where if you're copying and pasting text from, let's say, a website, and the headings are different colors and some parts are bold and the formatting just looks really bad, you can simply highlight that text and go here to more and click remove formatting, and it'll turn all that text into a simple text. Simplify formatting, it kind of reads the text and then tries to pick the best format for it. Uh, Really, I don't like using this option very much. I find myself using the remove formatting option the most. Finally, the last section that we need to take a look at in our notes workspace is the more actions menu, where we have other options available for us. So here on the first one, we can open this note in a new window, which basically just opens up another Evernote window with specifically this note. Then you can share also the link for this note with somebody else. You can email a copy of it, which I really like, straight from this Evernote screen. So let's say I want to send a copy to somebody else. I can do that from here, and that'll send an email just with this note. I can move, copy, and duplicate the note. That means moving it to another notebook, maybe in Evernote, or copying it to another notebook. I can edit the tags from here. Similar situation as doing it from here or down below. I can add it to the shortcuts, pin it to my home screen, copy it, then copy the note link, save as template, which we saw at the very beginning of the video. With the note width options, right now I have it to optimize readability, but I can have it fit my window. It just makes your note taking space a little wider. But I like the optimized readability option. Slash commands, I don't find these very useful, but if you notice, every time I click on a new line or a blank space, I see these gray text, press / to insert an element. If I do here in slash commands hide inline tip, then I don't see that text anymore, but it really doesn't bother me that much. So I'm okay with showing it. Collapse sections. Here you can just collapse all the sections, meaning all your headings. So if I collapse them all, it collapses everything. If I expand it, it expands everything, or everything under a specific heading. Find within a note, so you can search for something in a specific note if it's very long. Note info is the screen that we saw in the very beginning. Note history is kind of the changes that have been made to this note and at what time. Then you have the export functionality, which you can export in Evernote format or HTML. and you can choose which note attributes you wish to export. You can also export as PDF, which is my favorite option when I'm exporting a note. You can print and delete the note. So there you have it. That is all the entities and functionality within the Notes workspace in Evernote. Some of these are very straightforward, but still I wanted to make a video covering them in case anybody has any questions or anybody finds this useful. If you do, please give this video a like and subscribe for more Evernote content. Like I said in the beginning, as I get more familiar with the tool, I'll be putting out more videos on it. And if there's something specifically that you want to see, please do let me know, as I'm always trying to learn something new and play around with Evernote more. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.